Hello everyone, this is LRules364 from LRules the World, and today we'll be doing another unboxing. Today we'll be unboxing a collector's edition, yes another one, for the PlayStation Portable. I happened to get this game from Amazon for about 33 bucks, and I couldn't be happier. This normally goes for $60 on eBay, so I tend to stay away from eBay for collector's edition anything, unless it's not available on Amazon. I looked up gameplay video for the game itself. I love it. I'm a whole fan of the minimalistic view. It's a great RPG. It's turn-based, and I guess you might already know what it is. So let's take it out of the package. We have today Fate Extra for the PlayStation Portable, limited edition, collector's edition, and it's only on PlayStation, so you will not find this game on any other console except for the PlayStation Portable. I like the front art. They did a really nice job with it. The underwater theme is pretty neat, and I seen gameplay with this character right here, so I'm probably going to do more gaming with this character than the other two. Let's take a look at the rest of the box here. Rated T for teen, and it's by Axis Games. We'll take a look at the side. We have a view of a character in a dress. I'm not exactly sure who she is. You can see the nice Fate Extra logo. I don't really care for this one as much as I do the other side. This side looks really nice. The eyes are a little bit larger than I'm used to. It's the same thing with all the characters, but I'll get used to it eventually, and I really like the style of animation. That's the thing about anything with RPGs or anime. It has to have a certain style or I can't play it. It just looks weird to me. So I'm very picky with RPGs. You gotta please me in both aesthetic and gameplay in order to lure me into buying your product. So yeah, I'm not just one to go out and buy things just for the heck of it. You gotta show me that you have one hell of a game to play, and that I want to go out and buy it. So again, another full view of the character here. Fate Extra on the bottom. We'll turn it around and take a look at the box on the back. We have the fate of the world is in your hands. Waking up in a strange virtual world with no recollection of the past, the main character is forced to fight for survival in a war. I really don't like how they just say main character. The guy has no name, so I'm guessing you name him after yourself or whatever else you want to name. So, role-playing game to the extreme. The main character is forced to fight to fight for survival in a war they do not understand for a prize beyond value. The opportunity to have one's wish granted. So it's sort of like Twisted Metal, but RPG style. With only an enigmatic servant by their side, the protagonist will have to face both friends and foes in battles to the death, in order to not only gain possession of the mysterious object known as the Holy Grail, but also to find the answer to the most important question of all. Who am I? Well, obviously, you're whoever I name you. So there's that. You use guards, attacks, and blocks. And this is the system up here that they use. Tilt it at an angle so you can see it. You get 6 stages. Attack, garden, block, and I really like the style of it. It's minimalistic, as you can see over here. Nice. The battle arena is pretty nice inside the game itself, and very good character design, especially for a PlayStation Portable game. This thing is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I was really surprised. And then at the bottom here we got collector's edition includes 16-page Fate Extra art book and the Fate Extra limited edition soundtrack. So you get quite a bit for your money in here. Alright, we'll unbox it here. Drug reference, fantasy violence, language, and sexual themes. Again, a great game. Region 1. Over here we got 1 player, and it saves at 384 kilobytes, which again isn't nothing to be worried about for your memory stick. Let's tear it open and find out what hides inside. Begin with a fingernail thing. Oh man, there we go. The little piece of plastic off there. Nice job with the box. It's really nice. I like the cardboard they used for it. It's not shiny. It's a nice matte, so it feels nice. All right, let's open the top of the box here and see what pops out the top. I believe that's everything. Yep. All right, so we have a very nice looking booklet. Nice art book here. And then we have the game itself, Fate Extra. And it's the same deal with this. The art is placed differently, but the story and everything else on the back is just the same, just like the outside of the box there. So we'll get to that in just a minute, but I want to look at this art book because I've been interested in it since I've seen photos of it here and there. And it's a nice art book. I like the cover art on the front of it. Let's take a look on the inside here. Wow, holy shit, that's a very nice presentation of the whole thing. Woo! Fantastic. Let's take out the disc. Let's see what we got on here. So it's just like Persona 2. As you can see, it looks like a mini record, so it's only been burnt about halfway. It doesn't have all the songs on it. So it's a mini soundtrack. But that's okay, because they are full songs, it just doesn't have that many to them. Let's take a look at the back of the book here. Visual Works. Very nice booklet. Let's open the little book here and see what we got. Things just got very weird very quickly. Holy shit! What the hell happened here? That should be like in the middle of the book, not in the front of the book. Not in the front of the book, excuse me. So we have a almost naked girl on the front here, and she's holding a bunch of what appears to be white roses on this. It looks like the front of the book, or the back of the book. It's continuing with that weird theme in the front there. Very nice art. So I'm guessing this is the girl here that's on the front here. And I'd expect nothing less from an RPG, because it's a Japanese RPG, and they just love naked chicks over there. So very nice. Let's go through the art here. I don't know what these say. I don't speak this language, so I could not tell you, but I really enjoy the art of her face. It looks like she's in battle, and then this person looks like the guy who's giving her orders. And again with the hentai theme. Jeez, oh man, guys. They're just going crazy with it in this book. I don't know who this is. I didn't see her on the front cover. And I'm guessing this is the girl we just seen laying upside down for the world to see. What the hell are they doing up there? That's pretty cool. Let me tilt the book here for a second. I don't know what that's all about, but they're sitting on those minimalistic cubes that I was talking about earlier. I really like the whole minimalistic thing. It's very nice. Oop. What else do we have here? I don't know who this is either. Didn't see any pictures of her. And again, I don't know what it says, so no idea. A few thoughts about Saber Extra. Let me bring this up to you guys so you can read it for yourselves, because I don't feel like going through the whole motion of reading it today. Arco Wada. Okay. Art commentary by Arco Wada over here. So it's just a bunch of paragraphs depicting on what the art book, what we just went through the whole art deal here. This depicts on what they were all supposed to be, instead of, you know, reading what it says. You just read these and it'll tell you the description of the art. Alright, so that's the disc / art book combo here. Sorry if it's not rated PG for you out there who have kids at home. These JRPGs tend, like I said, tend to get very weird very quickly at certain points. So yes, very, very nice art book. I'm probably going to put this on display on the shelf. It's just that good. Alright, let's get to the main event here. We have the game Fate Extra. Now let's unbox it. Get it out of this cellophane wrapper. Know all you collectors out there are just going ape shit right now, like, oh, what are you doing? You're opening it. Yeah, you know what? There's not much I can do. I want to play it. I wish I could get it open, but seems I'm having a little bit more trouble than I did with Persona 2 the other day. So give me just a second. I'm going to go grab a knife real quick. Okay, and I'm back. I got a multi-tool knife today. So let's open this real quick. I got a little bit of a slit in the side here. Come on, you bastard. Get off. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Mr. Multi-Tool Knife. Oh wow, the case feels nice. Let's take a look at what's on the inside. Oh, they didn't do the inside cover art like the other one. Well, that's okay. They got that awesome art book, so I guess I shouldn't really expect that much. Alright. Take a look at the UMD real quick. Get the same art style that we have on the outside package. Standard UMD. Try and get it back in here without breaking it. There we go. And then we have a manual. Let's take a look at what we have in the manual here. This is actually very short compared to the Persona 2 manual. Got a prologue story, which I'm not going to read through, and then you have a read-through. This is what we got here. We got the protagonist, a second-year high school student, so sophomore, attending the I can't pronounce that right now. You got Sukumihara. There we go. Excuse me. Jeez, oh man. Then we have Saber, a servant, and the Holy Grail War on the bottom here. Archer and his servant, so again with the familiar thing, so they are servants to these people. We have Rin, which we've seen on the side here, so that's Rin. A student in the academy. She's an honor student and excels at both the literal and martial arts. And then we have this one. Not sure how to pronounce her name. Rani, Ronnie, V. Or maybe it's actually 8. I don't know. Quiet demeanor. I kind of figure that just by her glasses and personality. So we got the while on campus, in battle, in the arena. You have the game screen, what it looks like. Exploring the campus grounds. Another game that's important to where you explore the campus grounds. Dead-end event paths. The commissionary, so I'm guessing that's where you get all your missions from. Recovery items, commodity items, triggers, formal wear. You have a private room. Alteration of the soul. Oh, okay, so you improve the stats of the protagonist's servant as well as potentially unlock new skills and abilities. So you go to a chapel and you pray and you get new stuff. That's pretty neat. More views of the minimalistic battle arena. Triggers, tasks, and battles. Information matrix, completing the information matrix. And we have the battle system here. Again, continuing with the 6-slot attack theme here. And we have battle commands: guard, attack, and break. So strong against attack, weak against break is guard. And it's like a triangle, so everything has a strength and a weakness. So yeah, that's what they base the system off of, and that's not too bad of a system actually. Very simple. Start the battle, inputting support commands, starting skills, servant skills, noble phantasms. So a special move, that's a special move that they do. Code casts. Then you have status change, you know, the paralyzed and poison status things that all RPGs have. Victory, defeat, and leveling up. And then that's it. That's everything inside the manual. Again with the continuing digital water theme. That is really nice. So folks, that is what comes in a Fate Extra Collector's Edition. You have the art book, you have the game, you get the mini soundtrack, and I enjoy it. I like stuff like this. Again, sorry about the whole book thing. I didn't know what was going to be in there. This is my first time opening this, and as I said before, it gets very, very, very weird very quick. So you just gotta watch stuff like that. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know in the comment section below. I'm looking forward to getting more PSP RPGs in here soon. And I have a couple more collector's editions that I may unbox, I'm not sure. Stop! I'm not going to allow myself to end this review like this. There's no way. I have been fascinated with this game for the last 2 weeks. I'm coming back into this review 2 weeks later because I decided to educate myself on this series. What I found out is that it is a fantastic series, and if you have not watched Fate Stay Night, I highly recommend you do. That is the precursor to this game, and I loved every minute of it. The story follows some kid in high school who ends up summoning a servant, and he has to battle all these people and take them out. And eventually they get to the end and they defeat somebody who wasn't supposed to be there in the first place, and the ending is very, very bittersweet. So if you have not viewed this series, it's on YouTube, it's on might be on Hulu, I know it's on Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll has everything. Please go watch it. It is just amazing. Amazing series. As far as this game goes, it takes its own little path. Now you'll notice that the saber from Fate Stay Night is blue. This saber is red. So they decided to take the red route on this one. And I'm very glad they did. I commend them for that. They took a different route with everything. I know a little bit more about the characters and everything, but before that, I have a bit of information for you guys. If you're using a PlayStation Portable 1001, it will not work. This game will not work on that system. Now, this Fate Extra and ATV Off-Road Fury 2 are the only two titles that I know of that I've played so far that will not work on the PSP 1000. I think it has something to do with the patches that they released over the years, because I've been slowly updating it. Every year that they come out with a few patches, I would update it, and I think it has something to do with that. This PSP 2001 I bought last year, and I haven't really done much with it, so it's finally getting some use. Very, very nice system. There's nothing wrong with it, but this will be the only system 2001 and up that will run Fate Extra. Now you can download a ROM or any other sort of file instead of purchasing the game, but I recommend purchasing the game. If you have a physical copy, it's yours forever. You can never lose it through any sort of ridiculous things with your memory card or something that might happen when you're transferring data from your PSP to PC. Some shit like that happens where you get all the data erased. You won't have this issue. If you have a physical copy, you're supporting the developer of this game and this series. And again, this series is just amazing. Enough about this. Fate Extra. This takes its own path. You start out as a random student going to, let me see if I can pronounce this. Tsukuhimihara. No, I can't. Excuse me. It doesn't matter how many times I try to say it. I just cannot do it. It's just too many syllables in one area for me. I'll get used to it eventually, though. You started as this student, and you go from day-to-day life, and you go to class, you talk to your friends, and you continuously do this day in and day out. It's the same routine. You learn the same things. You do the same things every day, and you kind of figure out, like, what the hell is going on? Who am I? What is my name? Where do I live? Where am I at? What is this school? And eventually, you open this door that you follow this kid into, and you have to fight this skeleton-looking thing with your skeleton-looking thing, and you die. You die. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. You just die. And eventually, you are granted like a second life as another student. And this time, it's your student that you get to play as. Now, you get to play as your character, and you go through the same deal, same routine, and then you follow this person into the little area or arena, and eventually, you get to fight the skeleton thing. You get defeated again. So you get defeated again, and it's just like that feeling of despair. It's like, fucking shit, can I win here? What do I got to do to win? The main character, your character that you've created, finally decides, screw this, I've had enough. I cannot die here. I don't want to die here. And they summon the servant. The servant ends up being either Saber here, Archer, which can be this gentleman here from this Fate Stay Night series, or another being, or Caster. The Caster, I believe this is her right here. So you choose one of these servants, and you go throughout the game with the servant. This is your servant for the whole game. You start out with 128 opponents. In the first round, they get a whole bunch of them eliminated. So you get your servant, and you start out with 128 opponents. You get matched up with one of your so-called friends. I think he's a fucking asshole. He's a piece of shit. But he tries to do everything in his power to prevent you from fighting him in the battle arena. You have 6 days to prepare. Now, leveling up is part of the game, but it is not the whole game. There's so much variety in this game, it is unreal. You would think it would just be like a hack and slash. Just go in there, kill enemies, gain experience, shit. There's just so much more to it. When you start out, you have to go around the academy and gather information on your opponent. Now, your opponent, the first opponent that you get, is a pirate-type character. You can obviously see that by her dual pistols and the little scar on her face. Once you go through and you find out all the information, you get 4 diamonds. So let me take a look at this booklet here and show you guys what I mean. Here. Information matrix. I'm looking for it. Let's just look at the main screen here. Anyway, you get 4 diamonds. So you have 3 here. You get almost all your information gathered. Once you get 3 diamonds and you go into a special event, you'll get a 4th diamond, and that'll upgrade your information matrix to E, which is like a special level. Once you get to that point, you pretty much have all the information you need to defeat your opponent, and it becomes a lot easier than you would just going in blind. So the first opponent that I get, I was absolutely amazed at that it was actually this person. It's from the Uncharted series, and it took the main focus of the Uncharted series, and it respawned as a woman. And I was confused for a little bit until I read more into it. Apparently, if you die of male or female in real life, you can be reborn as either gender in this arena. as a servant. And it's very interesting. That's what lost me on the Fate Stay Night extra, or Fate Stay Night series, before I read more into it. While you're trying to gain information on your opponent, you're also leveling up. You're also gaining more experience points and buying items at the school cafeteria. And you're also going through special events like treasure hunting or find the command skills to open the door. I mean, there's just so much to do in the first round alone that you're overwhelmed by the amount of stuff. Now, you're encouraged to go throughout every single day to go through the whole campus and explore everything. There's multiple rooms that you can explore. There's the rooftop, the library. I haven't gotten to the media room yet. There's the chapel, the garden, the nurse's office. They hand out special supplies every week. That's a lot to do every single day. But you'll learn as you go through where all the special characters that you're supposed to talk to are. So you'll get used to it. The enemies that you face in the arena, they can range from difficult at first to stupidly easy. Some of them I'm able to take out in less than 3 turns sometimes. It depends. The arenas themselves are beautiful. The first 2 that I've experienced so far are based underwater, and I think that's what they're continuing with, the underwater theme on the front cover here. So they're just going to continue with the underwater thing. I just have so much to say about this. I don't even think I can fit it into one video. It's just such a great game. It really is. It forces you to learn more about it, figure things out about it. It gives you choices that you have to make. If you make the wrong choice, you die. So I suggest saving often. Sometimes you'll get a dead end path, because I've done that a couple times already. I ended up with a dead end because I thought I was supposed to do something, and it just didn't end up doing. I didn't end up doing the right thing, and I died. So it happens. If you have not picked up this game, please do yourself a favor and do so. It is worth it to have it in your PSP collection, and is by far one of the best RPGs I've played to date on the PlayStation Portable. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that because there's so many RPGs and JRPGs out there for the system. But this is quickly becoming one of my favorite JRPGs to date. I have not listened to the soundtrack. You might hear bits and pieces of it here and there in some of my later videos, but for now, this is where I'm going to call it quits. So thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and I will be back soon enough with another awesome video review of a couple of other items that I have, and also another episode of the Dumpster Finds for 2015. Until then, we'll see you later, guys. Elrule's finally out.